Hey, people in my computer. I don't know if it makes a difference to anybody. I'm 15 minutes early tonight because my little guy is sick and I can hear him upstairs saying, "Mama." So I figured I'd start a little early and end a little early so I can still hang out with you guys and be a little lazy with my dude. So, oh, somebody's here early. I'm gonna start with what I think is gonna be the title track from my album that's coming out in March. This is called Broken Things. My great-grandma's chair is still standing, dusty thing but proud. Her piano strings still singing, out of tune but loud. Hey, Michael. 100 years living, and it still wants more. Maybe modern hearts aren't meant to last. We just hold on till we're past the pain it brings, and we're all just broken things. That's my grandpa's old jalopy. You still can't turn it on. Out the door and down the road. Hey Dave, can't stop us once we're gone. 100 years living, and it still wants more. Maybe modern hearts aren't meant to last. We just hold on till we're past the pain it brings, and we're all just broken things. Thought I was tough wearing an old punk rock t-shirt. Thought I was tough till I knew what it meant to hurt. Hey Keith, my granddad stood there stoic as a wall. I wonder if he felt pain at all. Well, of course he did. He was just a little kid back when we don't talk about it. This old house has seen its share of hearts broke on the floor. It will be here after I'm gone, opening its doors. Maybe modern hearts aren't meant to last. We just hold on till we're past the pain it brings, yeah, we're all just broken things. I
Eric just said songs. Yes, songs indeed. Is the balance okay? Is the guitar too loud or anything? Let me know how it's sounding to you guys. Keith, you did not miss much at all. That's the first thing I did. I mentioned before I started singing, my son is sick, and it's so hard to like pull away. He's upstairs, but I figured I'd just start early and see how long we can go without me hearing mama, mama, mama. Because tonight is big night. I'm pulling the winner for the custom song giveaway. Music from Eric DeVries. Oh, you're a singer-songwriter too. That's awesome. And last week I had some awesome, Keith, thank you. Last week I had requests. So if Christian or Paul show up tonight, I have that request down. I noticed a funny thing. I've been trying to, like, if someone pops on and says hello while I'm in the middle of a song, I try to say hi. And I noticed when Dave Eschbach said hello, that the way I said hello sounded a little bit Marilyn Monroe-y. I was like, hello, Dave. You have to go back and listen to the replay and see if it sounds as Marilyn Monroe-y as it does in my brain. Oh, man. Okay. I also want to let you guys know that I have a couple of really exciting Monday night live streams coming up. Next week, I've got to have a couple of guests on, and we are going to have a game show. It's this thing I've been having fun by myself doing where someone will read to me the bio of one of my contemporaries, and I will see how quickly I can guess which singer-songwriter it is. Some of them I can guess in like 3 words. So I've got some guests coming on, and I'm gonna come up with a name for this game show. And I think beforehand, I'm gonna make you guys a playlist of all the potential singer-songwriters that could be answers on the game shows. That way you're prepared and like really in the world and know who the heck we're talking about. And then in January, my friend Dana Hunt Black is gonna come on. She's the one who wrote Check Yes or No for George Strait and Write This Down for George Strait, which are awesome songs. Keith, I've missed doing these live streams. I'm going to try my darndest to keep doing the Mondays moving forward, except for when we're driving, because driving to Nashville, it's going to be hard to live stream. I'm going to play my New Year's Eve song, because let's see. This one, I just have to thank y'all because when I'm looking at the statistics on Spotify, this song is doing so much better than any of my previous ones, and I really appreciate everybody listening to it and sharing it. This is for anybody who's ever sung in a bar for 3 hours while no one's listening to you, or in the cheese section at Whole Foods while nobody's listening to you, or anywhere where nobody is listening to you. This is called New Year's Eve in Nashville. 12 o'clock, nobody's kissing me. The man I moved here with ain't missing me. It's the type of town where nobody till you're making that money. Living off rice in my cabinet, trying to break into the establishment. They're not having it. It's like banging my head on the pavement. It's New Year's Eve in Nashville, and this year I will show 'em who I am, show 'em I can hack it. I'll be rolling in a new tax bracket. I just know it, wait and see. It's not just another New Year's Eve in Nashville. Up here making love to a microphone. Pretty folks toast the Shandon. Wanna go home, but put a 20 in the jar and I'll play on. It's New Year's Eve in Nashville, and this year I will show 'em who I am, show 'em I can hack it. I'll be rolling in a new tax bracket. I just know it, wait and see. It's not just another New Year's Eve in Nashville.
wrong again.
Aunt Nancy, hello. Thanks for being here. I was just thinking about, I'm turning the reverb off while I talk. I don't like reverb when I'm talking. I talk about, like, degrading's not the right word, but, like, places it can be depressing to perform when nobody's listening to you, like the bar or the grocery store. And I was just thinking and waxing poetic about singing in nursing homes. My mom used to be the receptionist at a nursing home, and so I had a regular gig. And, I loved doing it. It was really fulfilling. At the time, my dad was a resident there, so it was, like, extra nice to be able to go sing for my dad. And I was also teaching. I had 65 private students, and I decided we were going to go Christmas caroling this year. And so we went Christmas caroling at the nursing home. And so all these children and I are standing there, and we were singing Silent Night. In fact, a girl had a solo. It was this beautiful, sweet rendition of Silent Night. And all of a sudden you hear, you effing, and there was a fist fight. These residents of the nursing home were having a fist fight and cursing and, like, bad cursing. And there I am with all these children singing Silent Night, and they're all looking at me like, Miss Grace, what do we do? And I'm looking at them like, just keep singing. And that is my forever memory and association with Silent Night. Anytime I sing or hear Silent Night, what I think about is fist fights in a nursing home. Yeah. The things you do when this is your job. I guess it's never boring doing this. I'm going to throw caution to the wind here and play a song. I'm going to play a song from my record that's coming out in March that I don't really ever perform. I don't know why. I'm going to do it now. I was thinking about... Yes, William Warburton's when I said just keep singing, I'm imagining, like, is it Dory from Finding Nemo? Just keep swimming. When I look back upon my 20s, even my teens, mostly my 20s, I'm wondering if anyone else can relate to this, but, like, if somebody I was interested in romantically was not interested in me, I didn't tend to take a hint. Like, they would give me, people will come up with an easy excuse for them, and they think that they're telling you that they're not interested, but they're trying to do it in a kind way. And this person over here is only, you want to hear what you want to hear. That was me, always wanting to hear what I wanted to hear. Or, like, grasping at little things that I might be able to do to keep the person with me. And in a lot of ways, this song is a message to my younger self. Be like, come on, stop being pathetic. It's called Get Along.
Hello, how are you? I got something to say. I can't believe things have turned to disdain, like rocks in my pocket as I walk to the shore. I just wanna know if you can't love me no more. So get along, little girl, what's he gonna say? Get along, little girl, it'll all be okay. 'Cause out of the flames we fly. So get along, little girl, just say goodbye. I was a mess, and you made mistakes. Under the rubble, the foundation shakes, like walking center stage with no shouts of encore. I just wanna know if you can't hold me no more. Oh, get along, little girl, what's he gonna do? See, you're all he ever needs and validate you. just say goodbye. Oh, even on the best of days, he'll just drag it down. So get along, get along. Oh, out of the flames we fly. Oh, get along, little girl, just say goodbye. Get along, little girl, just say goodbye. Kathy is here. Kathy, hello. Oh man, so I've got multiple sick people in my home. I, at the moment, am not sick, but it's one of those things where you're just like, am I awaiting the inevitable? Like, are the germs coming to get me? I was a little bit of a germaphobe before 2020, but now it's like, Veronica, hello. Thank you. Hey, I'm thinking that I'm going to play my song about Massachusetts. I'm planning to live stream tonight, maybe for another 20-ish minutes. We'll see. We'll see how long my little dude lasts up there. Oh, by the way, are there any people who like to bake on here? In the chat, please comment if you enjoy baking and consider yourself good at pecan pies. Please, I need to talk to you about what happened to my pecan pie. It was heartbreaking. Brian Kashner, hello. It's so good to see you. So, all right, so this is my song about Massachusetts, which the idea came to me when we were somewhere in West Texas driving home to Massachusetts, and I just started to realize how very much I love it in Massachusetts. In your mind, I need to imagine the most luscious accordion accompanying me in the whole wide world. I'm on my way, Massachusetts. Still got 3,000 miles ahead. Desert singing sweetly, but the truth is there's no other place I want to rest my head. You caught my eye, Carolina. You're tempting me, Tennessee. But when I think about skipping stones and winding roads that lead you home, there's one place I see. So I'm on my way, Massachusetts. Can almost feel my feet at the water's edge. I try to quell the homesick, but it's useless. The summer heat, the sandy feet there in my bed. Turn, the way the leaves there start to burn. There's one place for me. You caught my eye, Carolina. You're tempting me, about what it would cost, the magic of the winter lost. There's one place for me. So I'm on my way to Massachusetts. My soul's made up of your history. Hey, Michelle. I know you like to claim the founding fathers, but how about mermaid tails, big old whales and piracy? Cobblestones, colonial homes, land of the free. Love or hate her, she's the state I'll never leave. So Veronica, I also like to eat pecan pie, but here's the thing. I'm really good at making pecan pie usually. It's like one of those things you take for granted, like, oh, we need a dessert. Grace, I'll make a pecan pie. I don't know what happened yesterday. I did my usual pecan pie steps, and the thing, like, never set. It's just like, like, what do you call it? Like apple crumble? It's like pecan crumble. It is not the same. And I'm dismayed. And it's one of those things where you're like, do I just keep baking it? But then it's just going to get crunchy. And it was just heartbreaking, I guess. I just wanted to vent. It was heartbreaking. And then, I don't know if anyone caught this stupid thing that I did yesterday. I'm just going to be really honest with you on here. Like, I might be a little bit extra in terms of my morning coffee. I love a Starbucks cold foam cold brew. You know the ones if you've been there. The coffee is like black on the bottom and there is foam on the top. Black coffee, foam on the top. Sometimes you go and like, it's a lot of money for those things. And Brayton, oh, hi Brayton. I'll be upstairs soon. I got a comment that he said hi and would like a shout out. So yeah, the Starbucks cold foam cold brew. Black coffee, white foam on the top. And you're looking forward to that. And you're spending $6 on it. You know, you want the thing that you ordered. And I keep finding, like, sometimes I'll go and they didn't make the foam thick enough. And then it's just basically a coffee with cream. And I guess what I'm wondering is, like, if you're paying $6 for a coffee, first of all, I understand that that's too much for a coffee. I know. But, like, here's me being honest. I went through the drive-thru 3 times because it wasn't right. Like, I went through 3 times until it was right. And I know, it's ridiculous, and it is a first world problem. I guess what I'm wondering is, does anyone else like that particular beverage from Starbucks, and have you experienced the same thing? That's all. I just wanted some solidarity. I know, I'm ridiculous. All right. I've never sung this song without looking at a piece of paper with lyrics on it. Let's see what happens. Ain't got a good reputation, ain't had one for a while. Hey, Deborah. Don't make sense to me, everybody walks by with a smile. We are the salt of the earth, we are as real as a smile on your face. When you finally give up on the traffic on the bridge to the Cape. You're coming out with me. Bank account full of nothing and nowhere I gotta be. Got a cooler and a blanket and a ring on my toe. Let's hide out a little harbor, ain't nobody gotta know. You're with me in saltwater country. We like tradition, we like everything as it once was. Sometimes we go to Walmart and we walk around just because. The cracks in the sidewalk have been there since my mama was young. It reminds her of summer and her dreams and the songs that she sung. Hey little sister, are you coming out with me? Bank account for nothing and nowhere I gotta be. Got a cooler and a blanket and a ring on my toe. Let's head out a little harbor, ain't nobody gotta know you're with me in saltwater country. The long forgotten brother and the rich man's son. The girl who needed nothing but her face in the sun. At the center of town, my grandfather's names are etched in stone. And we can't leave the town that made us. except for maybe Gina Davis. We used to make nails, now we are the scapegoat for the drugs and the night. We're rich and coastline, a Victorian paradise. If they can't see the beauty, hell, that's their burden to bear. More for you and me, 'cause we ain't going anywhere. Hey, little sister, are you coming out with me? Bank account full of nothing and where I gotta be. Got a cord and a blanket and a ring on my toe. Inside out a little harbor, ain't nobody gotta know you're with me. In saltwater country. Saltwater country.
Merry Christmas! Deborah says Merry Christmas, everyone! So Michelle says that she doesn't buy coffee. 1 cup in the morning, made by herself, nothing fancy. I just want to be clear that I'm not so bougie that I actually spend $6 on Starbucks every day. All of my, like when I'm on the road, I get lots of Starbuckses, and I have a ridiculous amount of points. So I'm actually using points to buy these coffees, which makes it even worse when it's not made right. Because, like, I earned those points, and I want my coffee made right. I try to be really pleasant about it when I complain. Anyway, I'm thinking that I am going to pull the winner of the song contest in 6 minutes, which gives me enough time to do one song. Maybe. Is Christian here or Paul Shaughnessy? They requested this song, and I'm going to do it because I practiced it. It's really old. This song is maybe I wrote this in 2010. 2009 or 10, I want to say. So this was from my Renaissance Fair period. You know how Madonna has different phases of her artistic career? I have phases like that of my life. Keith says that I'm so intense about my coffee. I am intense about my coffee. You want to know why I'm intense about my coffee? Because I'm not a morning person. It's really hard for me to get up in the morning. And so, like, I need a thing that can get me excited to wake up. And it is that coffee. It gets me excited to wake up. I know. I've always been that way. I've always been a night owl. And, you know, you got to be intense about things that you care about and believe in. That's what I think. All right, the Renaissance Fair period. I worked at King Richard's Fair, and I was the piano player for the musical, and I loved it. It was the most glorious job, and I loved it. And at the time, I was kind of battling my dad in terms of the style of music I was going to play, because as you may or may not already know, he only wanted me to play blues and country, and consequently I hated both things. I'm not saying I was right, but I just was like really confused, because part of my brain was like, my dad must be right. Like, we're trained to think our parents are right about everything and I should listen to him. The other part of my brain was like, but I don't like it. And it was at the Renaissance Fair when I first like found music that stirred my soul. The Celtic music that was there and the bagpipes. I know not everyone likes bagpipes. I loved it. And there was so much fiddle music and traditional Irish tunes. And all of a sudden, I remember walking down the little road in my garb thinking, oh my gosh, like historical figures had the same feelings that I do. I could just write about these figures. And I've always found history super compelling. As I mentioned last time, when I was a kid, my playtime outside was imagining I was a pilgrim. So it's not a big leap to my obsession with King Henry VIII. I'd be really interested to know if anybody watching is also a King Henry VIII or Tudors fan. So here's the thing about Henry. He had 6 wives. And this is how you remember him. Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, survived. Isn't that cute? And the first record I put out, it's under the name Grace Morrison and the RSO. Hey, Chris, if you want to look any of this up. it's all songs that I wrote about King Henry VIII and his wives and children. And like, I was so into it. I didn't realize that the world at large is not super into that subject matter. But so this is about wife number 5, divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded. And her name was Catherine Howard. And historians vary on how old. We don't really know how old she was, somewhere between 12 and 16, and he maybe was in his 50s. And if you've seen that picture of King Henry VIII, he's like really robust in this portrait. It's about that time period. But he also had many health issues. So we're talking about this young, beautiful girl married to this sickly man. And, oh my gosh. Yes, let's talk about Thomas Cromwell. Let's do that. So this song is actually meant to be a duet. My part is that of Catherine Howard, and then there's another part that's Henry VIII. I'm just going to do both of them. But basically, she cheated on him, and he caught her, and she was beheaded. And she was just, I mean... So he called her his rose without a thorn, until he caught her cheating on him. And he built her a palace called None Such Palace, which is the name of my publishing company.
In a castle in a valley, in the heart of a king, this is where my future lies. He may take me slowly, he may take me with care. I'll take him on with pride. This is home, this is only the start of what's to come. Lover of my innocence, a rose without a thorn. Perfect queen by day. A younger man comes closer now, his fortitude I've seen as I kneel down to pray. On your shore, though I've been anchored from the start, risk it all. Such is the call I hear pulsing through my veins, in sleet, in snow and rain. On your shore, though I've been anchored from the start, risk it all. Lover of a king, you gave up everything. Heads will roll for the beating of my heart. Risk it all, I risk it all. Shore.
I haven't revisited the recording of that from so long ago, but I'm pretty sure we did it as a round. So there were three of us kind of doing that last little section, in turn, which was kind of cool if you want to check that out. If you weren't here earlier, I just want to update you. Next week, I'm going to have 2 guests on, and we are going to be playing the first edition of my game show that I have not titled yet. But here's what we're going to do. I'm going to create a playlist of all of the singer-songwriters that I would call my contemporaries, the folks that play at a lot of the same festivals and conferences as I do. And I'm going to be the host. I'm going to be your Steve Harvey, and I'm going to read a bio of one of those people. So you're going to know like who the options are, and then my 2 guests are going to try to figure out whose bio am I reading. I don't know if I'm explaining this right. It's super fun. I've been playing it. And there are some artists that like I can figure out who they are within 3 words. I'd call that a good bio. So anyway, next week is a game show. We're also going to sing, but that's going to be the spice of that show. And then in January, I've talked about her a lot. My friend Dana Hunt Black, who has had 2 #1 hits for George Strait, is going to be on to sing and play and talk about like her career as a hit songwriter, which is pretty awesome. Okay, we're gonna figure out now who won my custom song giveaway. I'm such a sap because like I feel bad that people aren't gonna win this, so I might do another one of these in January. Okay, and the winner of a custom song, I'm gonna write it for you, is... That shouldn't have been in there. My son's scribbles should not be in there. Joanne Preston won the custom song. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep this hat of names. And I'm going to keep doing little ways that you can enter the custom song giveaway. And I'm going to give another one away in January. So Joanne, and if I can't get in touch with Joanne, then we'll move on and I will draw another name. But that was so fun. Thank you to everybody for participating in that. It was really, I really appreciated it. Gosh, I'm going to sing one more song for you. And then I'm going to go tend to my sick child. That's what I'm going to do. Any song requests? Are there any? You'd have to be really quick with the grabbing it here. All right. Since there are no requests, I'm gonna do one that I pick. I'm requesting this. I'm turning my reverb back up. Oh, okay, there it is. All right, this is just my last little pitch here. This is my job, and if you like what I do and you want to contribute to the virtual tip jar, I would super appreciate it. That money is not used on Starbucks coffee. All of that is going into producing new music and promoting it. Here we go.
I haven't slept for days. I can't escape my mind. When the sun gets low, that's when I know it's gonna be a night. Racing thoughts of I
I will give you a Tori Amos cover again. I will do that next week because, incidentally, one of my guests is a super Tori Amos fan. So you got it. Thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. I'm sorry the timing was a little bit funky, but my little guy needs to hug his mama. Do you want to say hello, Brayton?
I wanted to show you a slime.
Do you want to say hello to the folks? Come here.
Show them your fingernails.
There's no martini to spill. If you were here last time, there's no martini
Look at
to
his
spill.
fingernails, Mommy.
Who painted your nails?
Dad.
Your dad painted your nails. Can you say hello, everybody?
Show them all your slime.
Show them the slime. What is that?
Right.
Does it have sparkles in it?
Yes.
Yes. Can you say Merry Christmas, everybody?
Who is that?
There's lots of people on there. Say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Say come to the game show next week. Can you say hi, Aunt Nancy?
Hi, Aunt Nancy.
Oh, my God.
She loves you.
Yes, she is. Oh, boy. Oh, man.
Oh, that's on my ground. Okay.
My son is a riot. He
She's coming.
because my father is no longer with us. He has a lot of questions about whether or not people are alive still. He's silly. All right. We will see you next Monday night with my guest, and it is a game show. So bring popcorn. We're gonna have a really good time. I will see you then. Bye.